Hey everybody, welcome back to the family channel.
Hi.
We hope you guys are having a fantastically awesome day so far. Apologies for the lack of uploads. As you guys know, Kat and Leia went to Prague over the weekend, and yeah, it's been a pretty hectic one, to be honest with you, hasn't it?
It has been, because as you guys know, last week was my first chemo, which I'll tell you more about a little bit later on, but I wasn't actually sure if I'm going to be able to go to Prague.
Kat was in bed for 2 days straight, and I have been with Kat for nearly 20 years, and I have never seen her in bed for that long.
Yeah, I didn't know I could sleep so much. But anyway, I pushed through, and on a Saturday we woke up like 3:30 in the morning to get the train to go to Prague.
Took them.
Yeah, you woke up as well, and I did made it, and it was amazing. It was awesome. Like,
you didn't go to the concert though.
I didn't go to the concert, but that doesn't matter because we still had the greatest time. It was amazing. We were actually staying at my friend's flat. She had a free flat, so we stayed there, and like, so it was so easy because we didn't have to look for accommodation, and we just got to Prague, and then we went to see our friend at her work. She works in a theater, and
that's theater in English.
Theater. And she actually like got us the seats to see the musical that they were playing, which was amazing. And we kind of like, basically it was just, we were wandering
just
around
a girls'
Prague,
weekend,
just
wasn't
a
it?
girls' weekend,
Yeah.
like chilled, wandering around Prague. Like, Leia absolutely loved the shopping, obviously.
Leia came out of her shell. I've seen some videos that I wouldn't even, if I wasn't told that it was Leia, I wouldn't know it was my daughter.
Yeah, Leia,
sorry, my shoulder's getting sore.
Absolutely in love with Prague. She said, "Mummy, I want to live here."
Yeah, she said, if I don't move to America or Canada, I'm moving to Prague.
She's moving to Prague, and I don't blame her because it's amazing city. Like, people are really nice there. It's so historic. There's so many things to do, and everyone just seems really, really chill. So basically, we had the blast, and we came back Monday night evening. Like,
yeah, it was quite late. You got back at like after 6, 7.
And like, we were like exhausted.
Yeah.
But I don't even know how I pulled through. But like, when I was in Prague, I felt fine. You know, there was nothing wrong with me. I had so much energy. But when we got home, it kind of like hit me, and I felt tired. I think today even still I'm feeling a little bit tired. But it was great. It was absolutely great, and I do not regret that I went.
I'm glad you went. A few people have commented like, why is she going and that? We bought these tickets over a year ago, well over a year ago. Kat and I were sitting while Leia was at school, and we were waiting in queues to buy these Billie Eilish tickets, and it was planned for well over a year.
Leia was so looking forward to go there with me. But obviously I didn't go to the concert because it was in a massive arena there with a lot of people, and I'm kind of like, okay, my immune system may be a little bit low, so I didn't want to risk it. And also I didn't want to risk it that like, because obviously the fatigue still comes and goes from chemo. So I was like, okay, so my sister went with Leia, but they had fantastic time, and I'm so glad, so happy. But Leia was so excited that I decided to come to Prague, and like, I could see like it just like brought the sparkles in her.
Yeah,
in
she's
her
like
eyes,
back, isn't she?
Yeah.
Our daughter is back. Our other daughter, Ginge, is following us everywhere. Everyone loves Ginge. Gingy. She will follow us, but Kat is now going to give you an update. There's not been a lot done on the house since we last filmed, because Mira was off for
4 weeks.
3 weeks.
It was meant to be 3 weeks, and then it was actually 4 weeks in the end. But he came Monday, and then he had to stop working because
we had a massive storm. I sent Kat some photos. We had hail and all sorts. The wind was blowing like crazy, and he went for lunch, and I had to quickly run out and move all his tools and everything because it was all it was bad. I mean, even today I cut the grass. I don't know whether you can see, it's a terrible job because it had got so long, hasn't it?
Yes,
it's crazy. Oh, let's move over a little bit because the sun. It's crazy how long it got in that short amount of time. The lawnmower was actually stalling, so I've cut it without the basket on, and I'll collect that. I know you guys aren't interested in that, so we're going to give you a little bit of an update. I'll give it to Kat and she can talk you through what's been going on.
So basically this side of the house is being done now. He's just putting like some kind of like a glue on the polystyrene, and then on a Saturday they're gonna do the top layer of the house, and now the third side of the house is gonna be done, which is absolutely amazing. And
yeah,
then,
I think 2 weeks it'll be done.
Probably 2 weeks and the house is done, which is like crazy because we didn't expect this to happen that quick.
Yeah. Considering he's on his own as well. You can probably see Garen on his way here now.
Even though he's meant to be studying biology, and he's walking here with his football. Well, never mind.
Do you want to show your garden?
Yeah,
Kat's garden's going amazing.
Yeah,
I've been looking after it, by the way.
I've been doing some, well, kind of like a gardening, but it's just like provisional.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Basic.
Basic for now, because obviously we didn't have a lot of time. We didn't manage to do what we were meant to do with the garden this year, with what's going on. But so far, it's still not bad. So let me show you. We have some onions here and some gherkins growing.
But we have got onions in the back garden.
We have
a massive
onions
field
and garlic at the back garden. And now we have tomatoes. I planted some spinach and arugula.
Arugula? Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, rocket. Rocket here, that's for me, for my vitamins. And then we have some peppers, and I can see we actually got some flowers coming up. And Jenna planted this, and I have no idea what that is.
Me neither, I just threw a load of seeds.
Then I got some...
One beetroot, random.
Yeah, random beetroot, and some eggplants that I wanted to plant. We have celery growing here, parsley, more tomatoes.
Can I say about these little tomatoes? These tomatoes are probably the best tomatoes you can get. These don't look that great at the moment, but you can plant them in a tiny little, a tiny little pot, and you will get, what, 50, 100 tomatoes on those little things. It's insane the amount of tomatoes you get off these. So we stuck a couple small ones in there. We got some more in a pot. But yeah, I love those tomatoes.
Yeah, and then we have more tomatoes here, and then at the back there's huge pile of random tomatoes that just started to grow there. We didn't plant them there. Garen chucked a tomato in there, and all of a sudden we have massive tomatoes in there, so we need to find a spot to put them in.
Out.
And then over here, excuse the rubble, we need to get rid of that. Under those windows,
you need to point here, baby, in front of the screen.
Oh, yeah. I've got more gherkins growing because we all love gherkins, and some sweet corn there, and some peas.
The sweet corn's not doing well.
Sweet corn is not doing well
compared
because of our
else.
chickens. We need to decide where we're gonna put our chickens, because the chickens are literally devouring everything. They even planted some pumpkins here, and they managed to already kind of like destroy one, but never mind, that's fine. It has been a bit hectic.
Yeah, we haven't really had time, have we?
We haven't had time to spend.
Like even today, we were driving around so much again.
Today was one of those days.
I think we have spent more on petrol this month than we have on food.
Yeah.
In the last month.
Yeah, it has been just in and out of town constantly today. But it's okay, because tomorrow we're just taking Garen to school.
And then I'm doing gardening.
And you're doing gardening, and I'm working.
I've got to sort your garden out.
Yeah, I am working because next week I've got my chemo again on Tuesday. And let's see how is that gonna go. But let me tell you about my first chemo. So I was there for 2.5 hours.
Well, no. The chemo was 2.5 hours. All in all, we were there for about 5 hours.
Yeah, but the chemo was for 2.5 hours on a drip. which was fine. I got home, I felt fine, little bit of nausea.
I think I mentioned we got home and Kat was like, do you want to go for a walk? And I was like, are you mad? You are full of...
Yeah, but I was feeling fine, you know, a little bit of nausea, but that was fine. And that was the same on a Wednesday. And then my sister came and she gave me this injection that I have to have every after chemo. It's for my...
It's to build your blood cells.
It's for my bone marrow to start producing white and red cells again, so I can have the next chemo. Which injection was fine. No worries, like
next
a little small needle in my belly, and that was fine. The next day, guys, I have no idea what happened. Like, I was so weak.
I've never seen you like that.
Like, I needed to go to the toilet, and I literally could not be bothered to get up and go to the toilet. That's how weak I was. Like, and I just slept and slept. And when I woke up, I just told Jono, can you please make me some toast?
Do you know what the one thing? It was like Kat was pregnant again. She was like, I was like, what do you want for lunch, babe? Do you want, like, I can do whatever. I can do, I said to her, do you want poached eggs and asparagus and that? She's like, I want gherkins. So I had to give her a bowl of gherkins.
Yeah, it was weird because like, but the ladies that were having chemo with me there as well, they said to me that you do get like a pregnancy cravings.
Yeah, so weird.
So it was the weirdest thing. But what I was doing for the whole of Thursday and Friday was literally just sleeping
and eating,
and that was it.
And then you gave me a few orders, things to do.
Yeah, not too many, but literally I just couldn't do anything, and like people do say that injection actually makes you feel worse than a chemo.
Yeah, Kat is terrible though. She won't ask for help, and then I'm like, do you want something? No, I'm fine. And then you can see her like she's falling asleep. I'm like, do you want me to do something? Tea, water, anything? So
it was struggle to order him to do things.
Yeah, but you need to.
Yeah, but the 2 days passed, and then Saturday morning we went to Prague, and I was fine. I had a little kip on a train to Prague, probably for like 10-15 minutes, but I felt so much better. I was back to myself, full of energy and stuff. So we will see how it's gonna go next week, obviously, because my next chemo should be on Tuesday. We're going for blood test on Monday, and hopefully it will be good, because like I'm eating a lot of fruit and a lot of vegetables, and hopefully.
And you're drinking a lot of water.
I'm drinking a lot of water. Yeah, I can't quench my thirst actually, but hopefully everything goes to plan. Yeah, because actually the doctor decided. I forgot to tell you about that.
Yeah, I've only updated people. I don't know a lot.
The doctor actually decided that he's gonna give me some extra strong chemo because of my blood results were good and my cardio was good. So he kind of like, he said like, oh, I was thinking, so maybe we can just give you some extra dosage, super dose. For first 3 or 4 times.
4, he said, yeah.
He said 3 to 4 times.
Oh, okay.
He said we'll see how it's gonna go. When,
but you said you feel that it's shrunk.
Well, just wait. So he said 3 to 4 times, and then after that he's gonna like make adjustments so it's not as strong. But he wanted to try the really strong one. But the funny thing enough, like the lump I had, I think it's gone much smaller already.
I'm too scared to feel it again.
It's weird. I don't want to jinx anything, touch the wood, but it feels like it's already shrunk. Like I don't know if it's just me. But
that's what they did say though. After the first treatment, it can disappear.
Kind of like disappear. So
and that's why they put that tracker in.
Yeah.
Can you explain that tracker? Because I tried to explain it, but I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, the tracker is kind of like a little bead, basically.
Like a microchip.
Like, yeah. And they basically put it at the end of the tumor. So because with chemo sometimes the tumor can completely disappear, but they still need to take out all the tissue when I have my op. So then when I have my op, the doctor know exactly where the tumor was ending. But funny enough, I thought they're gonna put it in like on top of my lymph node, but no, they actually put it on my in the lump that is on my breast. Which is weird. But that went well on a Thursday.
Yeah.
That
it was really quick
last
actually.
Week on a Thursday actually, and we went to hospital.
And Kat was like,
and I was like, we were waiting for the doctor to come, and I was like, I was already feeling the effect of that injections, and I'm like, oh, I just want to get it over and done.
Kat has never been that cuddly since we first got together.
I just, you know, like when you feel like you just want to lie down. And we were sitting there in the hospital, and when I finally saw the doctor coming in and she was looking for me where I was like, oh yeah, she's here. But it was amazing. The doctor there, they're
so good, aren't they?
So good. And there was actually another doctor that did the sonograph, it's not sonograph, what is it called? That scan my belly and check my liver and
it is like a sonogram, yeah.
So that other doctor, so I had both of those doctors there, and they were putting this bead in. So they were lovely, so lovely. But then after we left the hospital, all I wanted is just to go home and go to bed. And we came home and I said, you know, I really need to lie down for a little bit. And I lie down and I literally...
You were there for 2 days.
For 2 days.
That's a little bit.
But I'm back to normal.
But I looked after you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. He did look after me. Kids looked after me as well. Like, they were helping so much, weren't they? They were so good. And then from Saturday I was fine, and I'm fine this week. Sometimes I get kind of like this energy dump that I all of a sudden feel like quite tired, but then it comes back again. But as I said, like, I'm eating a lot of vegetables and fruit.
And your appetite's got...
And my appetite is huge.
Yeah, it's massive, isn't it?
I don't know what's happened.
Got to build that junk in your trunk.
Yeah, but even the doctor said to me, like, eat as much as you can. So that's what I'm doing. Doctor said that, so I'm eating. But so far so good, guys. So we'll see. I'm gonna go on a Tuesday, and I am actually gonna ask him if he can shrink that quickly.
I think it can.
Because
I don't know, I hope it's not mental. Like, I won't feel it again. Kat said to me, can you feel it? No, I can't do it again.
No.
Because the first time I did it, I feel it's like bad luck. Because I was like, yeah, go.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do it again.
Yeah.
I'm like scared.
But it went well. But anyway, so all good so far. And we'll see. We gotta continue
well,
like
my
that.
love. Any hoops? I'll show you quickly. Look at my koi pond. My koi that I had downstairs, they used to live in here. That is now their filter. It looks green, but I tested the water today and it is absolutely perfect. We've got all our rainwater collection, which is working like a charm, isn't it?
Yeah.
My little drill thing.
Yes.
Worked out so well. So those are working. As you can see, this is only 800 liters at the moment, but that's because I've just watered all the garden and that again. But yeah, things are going decent. I mean, we can't complain too much, can we? I mean, if you complain, no one's going to listen.
Yeah.
The cat is doing well. That's the main thing. That's all we're interested in at the moment. I don't care about the tomatoes or anything this year. I just want you to...
I'm determined. Yeah. There is going to be some fruit and veg in the garden this year.
Yeah. Yeah, usually we have the back patch, but let's not talk about that.
Not this year.
Not this year and not last year. Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, not enough time at the moment.
And last year it was me, so I couldn't do it last year.
Exactly.
So we've now got a jungle
now
there.
It's my turn.
Yeah, Garen's scared. Leia walks to school in the morning, but she walks with bells on in case the tigers there attack her. But yeah, anyway guys, a little bit of an update. Yeah, we'll be back to reacting tomorrow. Won't we? Yeah, because we've got a quiet-ish day tomorrow because it's been hectic since you got back. Kat came back and I had a migraine.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh my god, I've never had a headache for as long as I did. I was man down pretty much all day yesterday. I couldn't see anything out of this eye. It was all blurry. I had the worst headache, but I'm feeling good today. My energy is back and now I can look after her. I wish it had happened while you were away, and then Garen could have looked after me. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. We hope you have a fantastic rest of the evening, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.